Good morning, children. Good morning, all of you. How are you all? I think you all are fit and fine. In today's GK session, I will discuss with you the new topic. The name of the topic is the Great Indian Desert. That is, we are going to discuss about lesson 16 of our EVS book. Name of the lesson is The Great Indian Desert. Children, see, in this page, I am showing you one image of a desert. This is the image of a desert, and desert looks like this only. A desert is an area that receives either very little or no rainfall at all. The desert is vast area, sandy and rocky, thus having small hills of sand. These are called sand dunes. So children, what we can say? A desert is a vast area, and this area is scattered, dispersed with sand and rocks. And we get sometimes small hills of sand. These hills of sands are said to be sand dunes. The third desert, also called Great Indian Desert, arid region of rolling sand hills on the Indian subcontinent. So, in the Indian subcontinent, the desert we find, the name of the desert is Third Desert or another name of this desert is Great Indian Desert. Then the next question is coming within your mind, where the third desert is located? The third desert is located partly in Rajasthan state, northwestern India, and partly in Punjab and Sindh. Sindh means Sindh provinces, that is situated in eastern Pakistan. Okay, beta? So, actual location, the third desert is located within Rajasthan, Punjab, and Sindh provinces of eastern Pakistan. The third desert covers some 77,000 square miles of territory. So, what is the actual land space it is occupying? It is occupied 77,000 square miles of territory. It is bordered by the irrigated Indus River plain to the west, the Punjab plain to the north and northeast, the Aravalli range to the southeast, and the Run of Kutch to the south. So, once again, I am saying that the third desert is bordered by the Indus River plain to the west side. Sorry, children. The Punjab plain to the north and northeast, the Aravalli range to the southeast, and the Run of Kutch to the south. See, children, in this map, the actual location of the third desert is given. The red color region is the third desert region of Indian territory, and some portion of the third desert is also located in Sindh provinces of Pakistan. So, children, we can say that the third desert is dispersed within some portion of Punjab, some portion of Haryana, some portion of Rajasthan, and some portion of Gujarat in India. So, children, very clearly, the third desert's location is given in this map. Look at this map. You will find the actual location of the third desert. It is distributed within some land area of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and as well as Gujarat. Next, beta, I will discuss with you about the climate of the desert or Great Indian Desert, or we can say the third desert of India. The climate in the desert is extreme. During summers, the days are very hot and the night are cold. Why? Why this is so? Summer days are hot and nights are cold. Why this occurs? Why this happens? This is because the sands heat up quickly in the day as well as cools down fast at night. Okay? So why do we get hot temperature during day and cold temperature during night? The explanation is given over here. This is because the sands heat up quickly in the day as well as cools down so much quickly at night. In winter, the days are pleasant, but the nights become very cold in desert. Luni River, or we can say River Luni, flows through the region, that means the region of third desert, but it has very little water all through the year. Children, look at this image. This is actually the image of River Luni. This is actually the image of River Luni. You can find out here the water level is very less here, low here, and the soil is just cracked because of lack of water or the dryness in the atmosphere. We can say this cracking soil we get just because of the dry atmosphere, less water within this region. Next, children, I will discuss with you about the vegetation of this region. There is very little rainfall in the desert, that I told you earlier also. So desert gets very little rainfall within the monsoon season, or sometimes no rain at all in the monsoon. Very few plants grow in the desert, such as cactus and some bushes. So, what are the plants we find over here? Bushes as well as cactus. There is a severe shortage of drinking water for the people who live there. Children, look at here. I am showing you two categories Here one is showing the dry bushes of the Thar desert and another picture is showing the available categories of cactus found over the desert. Okay, left picture is showing you the bushes of the desert region and the right image is showing you the available cactus categories found over here, or we get over the Thar desert region. In the next session, in the next category, I will discuss with you about the landforms. Beta, I'm now going to discuss with you about the landforms of Thar desert. Here, normally soil erosion occurs due to the wind. Okay, children? That means soil erosion due to wind, high speed wind occurs. The desert has hills of sands called the sand dunes. So already earlier you got the word sand dunes. What is the meaning of sand dunes? The desert has hills of sands. Basically, those hills of sands are called sand dunes. Sand dunes, why they form? What are the reason behind the sand dunes? In the desert region, sand dunes are formed when the hot wind carries a lot of sand and settles it at one place, forming a hills of sand. So how the sand dunes forms in desert? Sand dunes are formed when the hot wind carries a lot of sand and settle it at one place, forming a hill of sand. Okay, beta? It is clear? Sand dunes keeps moving from one place to another due to strong winds. It is not that, beta, where the sand dunes formed that is permanent over that region, that place. No. Sand dunes actually keeps on moving from one place to another due to strong winds. These hot and strong winds carry a lot of sands with them called sandstorms. And the basic feature of desert is, one more basic feature of the desert is sandstorms also. Why sandstorm occurs? These hot and strong winds of the desert carry a lots of sand with them from one place to another place, blowing sand. That is the reason behind sandstorms. So, once again, I'm saying to you, these hot and strong winds carry a lot of sand with them. They called actually the sandstorms. Beta, now I'm showing you the image. This is the image of sand dunes. That means a small hills generated in desert with the sands. But these hills of sands are not permanent at all. Okay, so this is the image of sand dunes. Look at the image beta. Then I am going to next point of discussion. Next is oases. What is oases? In desert, actually children, there are some places where underground water comes up to the surface in the forms of springs. Okay? For how this occurs? There are some places in the desert where underground water comes up to the surface in the forms of springs. Date palms, bubble trees and grasses grow in this area. Such area in the desert with water and greenery is said to be the oasis. So, certain deposit of water, accumulation of water just because of the spring, some date palms, bubble trees and grasses grows nearby those areas. Such area in the desert with water and greenery is called as an oasis. Okay. So next I am going to show you the image of a oasis that will actually clear your concept what is oasis in the desert. Look at the image beta. Very little less accumulation of water above the ground surface and nearby this area some bushes, some plants grows just because of the water, and the habitat of the desert use those water for irrigation and as for drinking purposes also. Next point of discussion with you is life in the desert. How actually the life in the desert? The life in the desert is very hard. Few crops grow here. Shortage of water is a common factor, common features, and many people rear camels. Why do they rear camels? I will say you later on. Many people rear camels and cattle such as sheep and goat. Okay, beta? So, once again, I am repeating the things. Life in the desert is actually very hard. Few crops grow here only. Shortage of water is a common factor, common characteristics, and many people rear camels and cattle such as sheep and goat. Now, next point is about the population of desert. The population in the desert area is small, very small. Very less amount of people actually resides over there. Due to shortage of water and food, people of the desert keep on moving from one place to another place. I told you earlier, vegetation or plantation farming is very less. Shortage of water is a common factor. Just because of that, due to shortage of water and food, people of desert keep on moving from one place to another place. Such people of those deserts are known as nomads. They are said to be the nomads. Now children, look at this image. Here you can get some idea about who are said to be the nomads in the desert. This is an image of a desert where the people scattered here and there, they are said to be the nomads of the desert. The nomads of the desert are called Banjaras. Okay, beta. So, what they are said, the nomads of the desert are called the Banjaras. Some important cities in the desert region are Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, and Bikaner. These are the famous cities, famous areas of the desert region. The beautiful forts and palaces built by the Rajput kings also increases the beauty of this place. Okay, so Rajput kings of this region built many beautiful forts and palaces. The beautiful forts and palaces built by the Rajput kings also increases the beauty of the place. Children, now I am showing in this image the world famous Jaisalmer fort. Children, look at this image. Next, I will discuss with you about another point, that is farming of desert region. Children, now I am discussing with you about the farming of the desert region. Due to scarcity of water that I told you earlier, there are hardly any plants available in the desert region. Desert plants are usually thorny. Okay? What is the special feature of the desert plants? Desert plants are actually usually thorny. Plants such as cactus, kicker, and bubbles are available here. So, remember the names of the plants available here. Cactus, kicker, and bubbles are available here. They have very long roots which reach deep down to tap underground water. So, what are the special features of those plants? Those bubble, cactus, and kicker plants? They are having very long roots which reach deep down to the deep down to the soil to grab or tap underground water for their survival. In areas where water is available, there only millets like jowar, bajra, and wheats grown. Largest wheat farm is grown in Surajgarh. So, the name of the largest wheat farm in the Rajasthan area is grown in Surajgarh of Rajasthan. Okay. In the next image, I will show you about the farming of the desert region. Look at this image, children. You can have some idea, you can generate some idea about the farming of the desert region. See, the soil is too dry here. Look at this image. You can have some idea. To solve the water problem faced by the people of the desert, the government has built the Indira Gandhi Canal. As earlier children, I have already discussed with you that desert area doesn't get plenty of rainfall. or sometime in some monsoon season, no rainfall at all. So, water crisis is a major crisis over here. To solve the water problem faced by the people of the desert, the government has built the Indira Gandhi Canal. This canal gets its water supply from the river Satluj and its tributaries. So, Indira Gandhi Canal is serving water to solve the water crisis in the region of the Thar Desert, and Indira Gandhi Canal actually getting water from the Satluj and its tributaries. The canal has eased the problem of water shortage faced by thousands of households and farms, and more land has been brought under cultivation. So, what is the benefit? Benefit of the Indira Gandhi Canal is now more land has been brought under cultivation. Children, my next point of discussion is about camel, the sheep of the desert. The camel can survive without water and food for several days. So, what is the speciality of camel? The camel can survive without water and food for several days. Actually, children, camel is a means of transport in the desert. It is used to carry loads, pull carts, and plow fields. So, camels are used in the desert area for three purposes: for carry loads, for carrying or pulling carts, and for plowing fields. For the farming also, desert people use camels. Camel is called the sheep of the desert. Its broad padded feet help it to walk without sinking into sand. So, what is the another name of the camel? Another name of the camel is sheep of the desert. Its broad padded feet. Camel is having actually, children, broad padded feet, which helps the camel to walk on the desert without sinking into the sand. Its milk and meat serve as a food of the desert people. So, desert people uses their meat, means camel meat, as well as the milk of the camel for their food. Okay. See, children, beautiful image of a camel and a beautiful image of a desert also. Next, children, I will discuss with you about the dresses of the desert people. Dresses. The bright colored clothes and jewelry have become world famous. Okay, beta. So, the dresses of the desert people are brightly colored and their jewelries are also become world famous. Rajasthan is also known for its handicrafts and tie and dye. So, what is famous here? Rajasthan is also famous for its handicrafts and tie and dye culture. Beta, in the next image, I will show you about the Rajasthani handicrafts. you can have some idea about the Rajasthani handicrafts. See children, here three partitions are there. One is showing the Rajasthani jewelry. Second portion is showing the art and craft of the Rajasthan. And thirdly, the handicrafts of Rajasthan, that is the needlework. As well children, these three are only the handicrafts of Rajasthan only. These things are only made by the people, not the machine made things. These all are the handicrafts of Rajasthan. Children, here I will discuss with you about the main festivals of the third desert or Rajasthan. The main festivals celebrated in Rajasthan are Holi, Diwali, Eid, Dashera, and specially they celebrate Gangur, Pushkar Fair and Tej. So these are the Holi, Diwali, Dashera, Eid we all Indians celebrate. But the special festival of Rajasthan is Gangaur, Pushkar Fair as well as Tej. Look at the image children. This is the special festival, that is Gangaur's image. How they celebrate Gangaur. At a glance we are getting one glimpses of the Gangaur festival through this image. Okay beta. Now we have come to the moment for winding up. Before winding up, just I will discuss with you the last feature of the third desert. The third desert has a number of wildlife sanctuaries like Ranthambore, Bhagalpur and Sharishka. So again I will say the third desert is famous for its number of wildlife sanctuaries. Famous among them are Ranthambore, Bhagalpur and Sharishka. Tigers, panthers, deer and a variety of birds are available here. So children, this is the topic about the Great Indian Desert. I have discussed over here about the culture, climate, weather, food habit and occupation of the people who resides in third desert. Okay beta. So I am winding the session. Right now, if you are having any confusion, doubts regarding the understanding of the lesson, please clear your doubt when we'll meet in the online session, in online class. Okay, children? Till then, goodbye. Stay safe, stay at home, and have a nice day.